Welcome to the Sixers break room, and I am fired up after last night's game. I've been trying to tell you guys, we don't need bench scoring. Is it nice? Yes, but the bench scoring hasn't been the issue. The issue is defense, and our bench players absolutely showed out. Last night against the Miami Heat, the #1 seed in the East, mind you, with all of their starters, all of their key players. We had no James Harden, no Joel Embiid, and we got the W. Tyrese Maxey absolutely balled out. He is quickly becoming my favorite player on the team, not even because he's good. I mean, he is, but mainly because of the fact that he just plays with such enthusiasm. Like, you could tell that he's just loving playing basketball, and I love watching guys that love playing basketball. But let's talk about some of these bench players since you guys think they don't score enough. Shake Milton, 20 points in 31 minutes. Furkan Korkmaz, 18 points in 27 minutes. A guy that I've been saying in just about all my videos about the bench that Furkan needs to be playing more. He's 6'10". He can stretch the floor. He can pass the ball. Like, I don't know why he's not playing, but 18 points in 27 minutes nonetheless. Then you got Georges Niang, who had 15 points in 33 minutes. And before everybody says he started last night, yes, I know he started last night, but he's not a starter. Between those three guys, three bench players, you got 53 points. Again, the scoring is not the issue. We have guys who can come off the bench and who can score. The issue has been the defense, and that is where the bench actually stepped up last night. Let's talk about these bench players, right? Shake Milton, +8. Furkan Korkmaz, +13. Niang, who started but is a bench player, +2. Danny Green, +3 in 18 minutes. DeAndre Jordan, +7 in 25 minutes. So you got +8, +13, +2, +3, +7. That's all a credit to the fact that we actually got stops. We didn't score 130, 140 points. It's not like all of these guys had a positive plus minus because we scored so much. No, what we scored, 113 points. We went 113 to 106. It's because we got stops. The defense is the issue with this team. Kevin Durant said it in a post-game interview. We know if we run the floor, they're not good in transition defense, and they're not good in second and third efforts. Once a guy puts that out in an interview, what do you think the rest of the league is doing? If they didn't already know, now they know. All we got to do is run on this team. All we got to do is swing the ball, make them rotate 2 or 3 times, and you're going to get an open shot. Last night, that wasn't quite the case. We actually had some guys that played with some pride. I think the fact that we didn't have James Harden and we didn't have Joel Embiid, these guys felt the need to step up and be like, you know what? Like, we could ball too. Like, we could hoop too. Like, let's go show them that we're talented as well. This team is not just James Harden and Joel Embiid, and they absolutely did that. Tyrese Maxey, 28 points. He hit the 2 massive threes. The first one to give them the lead, but then the second one from the parking lot. Oh my God. And then the and one and hyping up the crowd, and then the block, the turnover, and then the Tyrese Maxey block. Are you kidding me? Like, there's people on Twitter who are saying Tyrese Maxey should be the closer even when James Harden is back in the lineup. Like, if Joel Embiid is struggling or foul trouble, we should turn to Maxey to close games. In the words of Lee Corso, not so fast. Like, we definitely need to let James Harden rock at the end of these games. But my biggest takeaway from this game, speaking of James Harden, I think James Harden has officially been put on notice. No, not like he's not going to be the lead guard or he's not going to be our closer, but we defended at a much higher level last night. It's not because we didn't have Joel Embiid, because we all know Joel Embiid is actually a very good defender. He blocks shots, he alters shots, he rebounds the ball. But our perimeter defense was much better last night. Partially probably because, you know, Kyle Lowry isn't as young as he once was, and Jimmy Butler isn't like an ISO player per se. Duncan Robinson is a very, limited offensive threat. But nonetheless, our defensive pressure on the ball and on the perimeter was much better last night. And I gotta be honest. I think part of that is because James Harden wasn't in the lineup. James Harden, while he has great instincts and he has great hands, he just lacks effort defensively. James Harden is not interested in playing any kind of defense. It's been an issue his whole career, particularly as of late. I know he also has the hamstring issue, which then limits him physically. But if this Philadelphia 76ers team defends like we did last night, and we do it consistently in the playoffs, we have the star power. We have the firepower offensively to score enough points. And we got guys like Harden, Embiid, Maxey, and Toby. We got 4 guys in our starting 5 that can go get you a bucket in crunch time. This team has all the pieces. This team just has to play defense. Stop blaming the bench scoring. Who cares if we get outscored 40-18 off the bench if we still score 116 points a game? Last I checked, when you win a basketball game, they don't say, hold on, let's calculate the bench scoring to see if they really won. No, 118 points, 114 points. It is what it is no matter who gets it. If we're scoring 115 a game, or technically this season overall we're scoring 107 a game, but our offensive rating is like 115, right? If we're scoring 108 points a game, we need to be winning those games. In the playoffs, when the game slows down, if we're giving up more than 108 points a game, I don't care if our bench is scoring 50. The defense won't be good enough to get the job done. James Harden, you're officially on notice. The team has to defend like we did last night when you're in the lineup. And call me crazy, call me naive, but I think that we will. I think that this team is a championship caliber team. Are we going to win it all? I don't know. Time will tell. But we have all the pieces. If we defend consistently, we are going to put ourselves in a great position to win the NBA championship. We got the MVP. We got the beard. We got Maxey, who might potentially be the most improved player of the year. And we have a bench that scores enough to get it done. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. If you made it this far, I know that you liked the video, so go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel for everything Sixers, man. This is the Sixers Break Room where we chop it up about the Sixers. Subscribe today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.